Collinsville is where it's at, so when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. We are here for some girls volleyball action, Kahok style, as your Lady Kahoks play host to Southwestern Conference rival, the Belleville East Lady Lancers. I am Todd Duke, glad that you're with us here on a Thursday evening. Beautiful day in the Midwest, low humidity, temperatures in the lower 80s, just a gorgeous day to be out and about. But here we are inside. I have no problem with that as well as we get you ready for this game between Collinsville and Belleville East. We welcome you in to the Culp Jennings Florist pregame show. Culp Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Culp Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials this week. How about a dozen lilies in a stylish vase, all for $30? That's right, you get a dozen lilies, that's 12 lilies, and it comes in a vase, and it's only $30. If you would like more information on that special or anything else that Culp Jennings has to offer, well, give them a call, 344-0404 or online at culpjennings.com. Collinsville comes into this game early on in the season. This is just game number 3 for the ladies, and they are 1-1. Of course, we did the game last week, the season opener, in which they beat Highland in 2 sets, and the next game, that was Tuesday, the first road game of the year for the Lady Kahok volleyball team. They went to Belleville West and didn't fare too well, lost the first game 25-13, a little better in the second set at 25-19. The Belleville East Lady Lancers, they come in at 3-1 on the year. They won their first 3 games before they lost just last night, as a matter of fact, to Waterloo, 25-21 and 25-17. They defeated Jabot and Freeburg and Alton, and here they are in game number 5 of their season. We'll see how things pan out here in just a little while. Taking a break here on the Culp Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, my conversation with Collinsville head coach Abby Hanger. That'll come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're at home again, Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. More volleyball action coming for you. It's the girls' third game of the year, our second game that we're covering for you on KahokSports.com. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Abby Hanger. Let's go back to the Highland game because that's the only game that I've seen so far. So just initially, your thoughts of that game.
I thought it was a good first game. You know, we started off down in the first set, but we came back. The girls played really hard. We saw a lot of really good things. A lot of things we needed to work on. We missed a lot of serves, but overall, I was very happy with that match.
All right, now I want to talk to you a little bit about varsity versus junior varsity. We talk all the time about, well, we got this girl coming up. She didn't have any varsity action last year. She didn't see any varsity action. Everything she saw was on the JV side. But that's still action, right? So how much of a difference is it between playing on the JV team and the varsity team when you're looking and saying, well, she doesn't have any varsity experience, but she does?
You know, most of our girls that are playing in the rotations right now did dress varsity. The only one that didn't was Riri, because we thought she needed what Coach Boger was able to provide, which is a lot of the basics. And, you know, she played club all year, so that really helped her as well come in and be able to play as a varsity player. But our JV, varsity, and even our freshmen, we all practice together, so we expect the same things from them. So the way we're trying to run the program is making it an easy transition from each level. And, you know, you see that with Riri and some of our other younger kids that are getting some varsity play time.
Well, the reason I bring this up is because I want to focus on Kennedy Fisher. She got to see a good significant amount of playing time last year on the varsity side as a sophomore. So that experience with the JV side, she's a junior now. How heavily are you going to lean on her this year?
Oh, she's very important. You know, we love to run through the middle. I do think we have two of the better middles in the Southwestern Conference, especially with the two of them together. And it's also the hardest position to defend when you're playing defense. So, you know, we say, hey, let's run our middles as much as possible. Let's get the ball to Kennedy. Let's give it to her. And she'll play a huge role in our success this year.
Yeah, the four categories I have, she's in the top 5 of the top 3 of them. So that says pretty much what I was going to ask anyway. But then you got the Hannah Scrums and the Darcy Meskers and the Elise Halbrooks. They're also in the top 5 in a lot of these categories, and I'm guessing that's what you're going to come to expect from these girls.
Yeah, you know, those are our 3 captains, and we expect a lot from them. They're all, you know, taking different leadership roles, but honestly, we have 5 seniors, and all 5 of them have a heavy role on the team this year, which is nice when you have older girls. You think it would create a little more experience, especially with those 3 that have been playing since they were sophomores on the varsity court. So we expect a lot from them, and I think they expect a lot from themselves as well.
All right, moving forward, Tuesday night you had your first road test of the year, and that didn't go too well. Tell us a little bit about the game at Belleville West.
Yeah, you know, we started off pretty poorly, kind of like we did in the Highland game, and we couldn't come back. You know, they were very, very good servers, and they're very scrappy, and that's 2 things that we're not that great at, is serve, receive, and playing back and forth for a long time. You know, we like to set it up once and get a big kill and be done. So they really challenged us, and you know, it's disappointing, but I think we learned a lot from it. We've talked a lot about it and how to make it and use it as motivation and not let those things happen again.
You have Belleville East tonight, the other Belleville school, and it doesn't really matter which one of these Belleville schools you face. They're all pretty good.
Yeah, they are. Belleville East has a ton of talent, so it should be a really good match tonight.
Tell me a little bit about what your focus was on practice after the loss on Tuesday.
The big focus, honestly, was our mental toughness and just mentally not falling apart, because that's what we did. We have all the athletic ability and we had the skill, and we've worked a lot of hours in the gym the last couple weeks. So I know we are in a good spot physically, we just aren't mentally quite prepared for those tests. You know, it's a first conference game. The girls put a lot of pressure on themselves. They want to win conference, and we kind of they psych themselves out on it. So, you know, now we're just kind of talked about. We spent probably about an hour on the mental side of the game yesterday.
All right, so with that in mind and the talking and the practicing, what are you looking for out of your girls tonight?
I'm looking for a team that honestly just has a lot of fun and they rely on one another. The big thing for tonight, our focus is teamwork and staying relaxed and not making it a bigger deal than it is. It's just a game and we want to win, but it's not the end of the world. So just take 1 point at a time and play as hard as we can.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Coach Abby Hager of your Collinsville Kahok Lady Volleyball team. We'll take a break here on the Cullip Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along all the starters to you and some stats as well. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collinsville Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collinsvillejennings.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Collinsville Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collinsville Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. call 344-0404, or online at collegejennings.com.
Once again, welcome back into the Collinsville Jennings Flores pregame show here on the Kahoks Sports Network. We're getting you ready for varsity action between Collinsville and Belleville East, and we are way early. I know you were asking yourselves, I thought this game was at 6 o'clock. Yeah, the JV games, they did not go our way, and they ended early. 2 straight sets loss to Belleville East, 25-20 and 25-18. The freshmen over in the auxiliary gym did not fare any better. They lost both of their sets, 25-12 and 25-12. So same score for both sets. We're hoping to reverse that trend a little bit here on the varsity side of things, and we will do so with the likes of Hannah Scrum. She right now leads the team as far as serves go. She served up 13 and only committed 2 errors. Elise Halbrooks, a little bit better than that, actually, 11 serves and only 1 error, so she's 90% server, while Hannah Scrum was 84%. Darcy Metzger leads the Kahoks in kills with 10, and right behind her is Hannah Scrum with 4. Katie Dawson and Kennedy Fisher lead the Lady Kahoks up front in blocks. They have 4 apiece, and then Darcy Metzger in that 3rd spot with 3, and then on the defensive side of things, a service received area. Hannah Scrum has picked up 11 serves that have come her way, and she has yet to make an error, so she's right at 100%. Lauren Fortner is the leader in digs. She has 5, while Metzger and Scrum follow up. Fortner has 9, while Metzger and Scrum each have 5. On the Belleville East side of things, Rachel Mitz leads her team with 26 serves. She has committed 2 errors in that process. That's good for 92%. Cammie Augustine, she leads her team in kills with 22 of those. And right behind her is Rachel Mitz, who we just told you about. She has 17. As far as block shots are concerned, Hannah Muth leads the Lancers with 6 blocks so far this year. And back to Rachel Mitz on the defensive side of things. Kylie Shanuel has 36 serves received, and she has committed 2 errors, so she's only lost 2 of the serves that have headed her way. And the team leader in digs is Rachel Mitz, and she has 24. These two teams did meet up last year, and Collinsville won in 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-16. That was a game that was played here on the 13th of September, and in that game, Darcy Metzger led the Lady Kahoks with 15 kills, with Hannah Scrum right behind her with 14 in those 2 games. And Dorothea Mueller led the team in kills for Belleville East. She had 13, and she, I believe, was a freshman last year, because she's just she was a sophomore last year. She's a junior this year, so not bad for the sophomore. They've lost a couple of players, as has the Kahawks, so we I've already touched on that a little bit. We won't dwell on that subject much more, but this one should be interesting as Collinsville is trying to pick up their first conference win on the year. Right now, anybody in the conference is either 0-1 or 1-0, except for East St. Louis. They have not played a conference game yet, but the Lady Flyers are 2-0 to start the season off. You have Belleville West and Belleville East both at 1-0, and then you have Alton, Collinsville, and O'Fallon at 0-1. I'm sorry, Edwardsville is also 1-0, so 3 1-0s, 3 0-1s, and the East St. Louis squad that has not played a conference game yet. I'm sure that is probably changing tonight. We will take our final break here on the Collinsville Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along those starters to you, and we'll do that in just a moment here on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Collinsville Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collinsville Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collinsville Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collinsville Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Collinsville Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collegejennings.com.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke. We are almost ready for some game action between Collinsville and Belleville East. Get a start here about 15 minutes before schedule time. Here are your starters for Belleville East. Their libero will wear pink and number 98 on her jersey. That is Kylie Shanuel. She'll be followed on the floor by Cammie Augustine, Peyton West, Alex Werner, Hannah Meath, Rachel Mitz, and Tyler Butler. For your Collinsville Kahawks, Lauren Fortner will wear the purple jersey. She'll be playing libero tonight, and along on the floor with her will be Elise Halbrooks, Hannah Scrum, Darcy Metzger, Katie Dawson, Kristen Mitchell, and Kennedy Fisher. We are just about ready, and yes, we are early because the junior varsity game went in 2 quick sets. Collinsville unfortunately lost both, 25-20 and 25-18. Freshmen lost also. Both of their scores were the exact same, 25-12. So we are hoping for a little better showing here on the varsity side. As I mentioned, Collinsville beat Belleville East last year, 25-22 and 25-16. The Lady Lancers are coached by Stephanie Gaubutz. She is in her 5th season and comes into this contest with an overall record of 68 and 77. Both teams are out on the floor, and we are about ready to go. Hannah Scrum will go back to serve. She'll lead things off here. 5:45. We're getting started 15 minutes early. Looks like we're short some referees, too. They have pressed the freshman coach into corner duties to say whether the ball is in or out. Dave Boger, the freshman coach. Here's Hannah Scrum serve, and we are underway. Taken in the backcourt, moved up front by Belleville East. The first kill shot coming from Cami Augustine, but it stays a little high, and Collinsville handles it. There's Darcy Metzger with a nice kill try of her own, but Belleville East picks that up. Hannah Scrum picks up a ball in the backcourt. Elise Halbrooks to Metzger, and Metzger gets that kill. And Collinsville leads 1-0. So Hannah Scrum back to serve up number 2. It's on the way and picked up in the center once again by Augustine. They move it up front. Nice block by Fisher. She puts it back over on the second effort. Belleville East gets it over. Collinsville trying to set it up. Scrum to Metzger. Metzger's kill shot hits the hands of the two ladies charged with blocking that one. That would be Hannah Meath and Rachel Mitz, but the ball falls down at their feet. Collinsville takes a 2-0 lead. Coach Abby Hanger roaming the sideline, still wearing that neck brace, says she gets it off in about a week and a half. As Scrum serves this one into the net. Belleville East on the board at 2-1. Back to serve it up for the first time for the Lady Lancers is Rachel Mitch. She's a senior. Her first serve. Oh, a little bit of a missed hit there by Fortner, and that ball went straight off of her palms and straight down. 2-2. Mitz. She plays the setter position for Belleville East. This one barely makes it over the net. Metzger takes care of it. Halbrooks will send it right back to her, and Metzger has to put it over, and she does. Well, they're going to say that it hit the out-of-bounds antenna. So give that point to Belleville East, and the Lancers have their first lead of this game at 3-2. Rachel Mitz back to serve it up once again. If the ball touches those antennas on either side of the net, that's considered out of bounds. Another low one. Fortner picks it up, but Halbrooks couldn't do anything with it. It went straight into the net. She got her hands on it, but it went under the net instead of over. And the Lancers have rattled off 4 straight points after Collinsville took an early 2-0 lead. Here's Mitz. Another low one. This one's picked up in the middle quite nicely, and now Fisher sends one over to the top of the net. That almost befuddled the Lancers. Nice block up front by Halbrooks. Keeps it alive. And Shanuel, the libero, sends it over. Here is Halbrooks setting it up for Metzger. Off of a couple of hands up front. Picked up by the Lady Lancers. Shoved over. Fisher knocks it right back over with one shot. Shanuel setting it up again, and this time unable to finish it up was Peyton West. It came right back to her and then bounced off of her shoulder and out of bounds. Collinsville gets back to the service side of things, and the Lady Kahoks trail by 1, 4-3. Here is Kennedy Fisher to serve. Fisher gets it over. Lancers setting it up. Oh, what a nice what a nice dive there by Katie Dawson. And now Shanuel gets it back over. And Collinsville picks up another point. We are tied at 4. How you doing, sir? I'm going to see you till probably November or something. Fisher. That was Ryan Shea, by the way. Hockey coach for the Collinsville Kahawks. In here to check out some volleyball action as Fisher tried to dig that one out, but it went straight out of bounds instead. And the Lancers retake the lead at 5-4. Here is Kate Tricky into the game for the first time. She's a senior. She puts some mustard on that ball. Fortner picks it up. Halbrooks keeps it alive. Kristen Mitchell sends it over. And now the Lancers are back to work. Oh, there was a nice play there by Cami Augustine, but hey, nice play back on the other side by Dawson. And Collinsville gets the point. We are knotted at 5. Elise Halbrooks will come back in to serve. Renaissance Hill Russell into the game for the first time. Halbrooks sends it over, picked up by Shanuel. Moved across, now over to this side. And a nice job there by Augustine. She found a hand to hit it off of, and Collinsville couldn't control the speed of that one. Lancers pick up a point and lead 6-5. Here is Hannah Meath. She's in to serve. A junior for Belleville East. Nice pickup by Fortner. Went over on that one shot. Now the Lancers will pick it up, and Hannah Scrum saves it in the back corner. Set up for Halbrooks, and Darcy Metzger hits it right into the net. And the right idea. That pesky net got in the way. And Hannah Meath back to serve it up once again. Seven to 5 in favor of Belleville East. Meath sends it. Picked up by Metzger, moved up to Halbrooks. Metzger gets it back and out of bounds. Eight to 5. Lancers have the lead. Metzger's got the right idea, and you can't lack the effort or just the ball going in the wrong place. Well, Kahok seem a little befuddled now. And they'll get it all figured out. Remember, they trailed in that game against Highland that we had here for you last week. Meath ready with another. 9 to 5. Lancers lead. Collinsville trying to stop the bleeding. They almost did there on a. What did they do there? I was going to say almost on a mistake. Sometimes that's what it takes. 9 to 6. Collinsville's back to within 3. Darcy Metzger's turn to come back and serve it up now for the Lady Kahawks. She was our guest on the post-game show last week. Metzger delivers. In the back, popped up high and out of bounds. No one's going to get to that one, and Collinsville picks up another quick point. And the Lady Kahawks are back to within 2. Metzger into the net. Ten to 7. Lancers with the lead. Here is Alex Werner. Her first time serving here in this game for the Lancers. Right to Fortner. She moves it up to Halbrooks, who sets it up for Hannah Scrum, and a block up front. Nicely done by Rachel Mitz for Belleville East, and the Lancers now up 11 to 7. Werner serves it up again. Into the back. Picked up by Metzger. Kept alive by Halbrooks. Mitchell sends it on over. Lancers, they try to set it up. And that ball comes straight down but did not go over the net, so Collinsville does get one of those back. And it's 11 to 8. Kennedy Fisher checks back into the game. Kristen Mitchell to the bench. Back to serve it up will be Lauren Fortner. Fortner gets it across. Nice, and I thought that was going to have a chance to stay for a minute. Now back in the back, Metzger gets it. Halbrooks to Fisher. Fisher, a backward serve over the net. Now back over to this side, and another nicely placed ball by Cammie Augustine. She got it off of a hand, and after that, it went straight to the floor. 12 to 8. Belleville East with the lead. Here is Cammie Augustine back to serve it up now for the Lancers. Coach Popovich in the house as well. That one ticks the top front of the net and then heads to the stands, and no one's going to get that. Collinsville now down 13 to 8. Kristen Mitchell comes back in. Fortner out. Cammie Augustine, another serve. This one goes into the net. Collinsville's done that twice. That's the first time that the Lancers have done that here in this game. 13 to 9. Collinsville trails by 4. As Katie Dawson checks back in and immediately will go back to serve. Fortner right back into the game as well. Dawson serve. In the middle, picked up. Now the libero, Shanuel gets it. And then the Lancers have to get it over, which they do. Metzger, Halbrooks, Fisher, too long. (14-9). Lancers with the lead. Collinsville led 2-0. The Lancers rattled off the next 4 points and have not trailed since. And another miss hit by Collinsville, and that one goes off to the left. Coach Hanger out there talking it over with Halbrooks and Fisher, and then heads back to the bench. Kylie Shanuel serves. Hannah Scrum keeps it alive. Fisher sends it up in the air, and then Darcy Metzger hits it into the net. Had about 4 of those errors in this game, and Coach Hanger wants to call a timeout. So we will step aside as well, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Back here at Collinsville High School, I'm Todd Duke. Glad you're spending some time with us here on a Thursday evening on the Kahok Sports Network. We're into September. Doesn't take long once the school season starts, man. It just steamrolls the rest of the way. 16-9 in favor of the Lancers. Here is Halbrook setting it up for Scrum, and too close to the net. Rachel Mitz. So Collinsville picks up a gimme point. And they are finally into double digits, 16-10. Hannah Scrum started this game off with the first serve. She's now rotated back to that same spot. And the Collinsville senior serves it up and almost into the net. Clicked right over the top, and there wasn't anything that Hannah Meath could do about that one. She gave it a try, but that was about the best she was able to do with it. 16-11. Collinsville is back to within 5. Scrum has a little bit more lift on this one. This one goes toward the Belleville bench, but a save there. And this time Collinsville guilty of touching the net. Here is Rachel Mitz. Service out of bounds. Collinsville gets that point right back. Getting late in this game, though. We played a 25. First team to 25 wins. Of course, you have to win by 2. So there are rare occasions when you go over 25, but for the most part, that's it. Here is Kennedy Fisher ready to serve it up. She does so. Picked up by Shanuel and moved forward, and there is Cami Augustine with another blister shot that goes off of a Kahok hand and straight out of bounds, so the Lancers are up 18-12. Katie Trickey back to serve. Picked up by Fortner. Moved up front. Halbrook setting it up for Kristen Mitchell, and Belleville East, nice job keeping that one alive, and that was a great play by Trickey back in the back to keep that one just enough up in the air, but that one was a kill by Mitchell to make it 18-13. Kahok crazies are here making some noise. Lancers brought their own student body cheering section, but they're not nearly as loud. Trickey picks it up, sends it up, and Collinsville keeps it alive at the front of the net. Here is Mitchell again, and another nice save by Trickey, and this one can't be saved by the rest of her team, though, and Collinsville picks up another point and are now back to within 4. The Elise Halbrooks back to serve it up once again for Collinsville. Oh, into the net. Four of those are 4 unforced errors here in this first set for Collinsville. 19-14. Lancers with the lead. Here is Meath with the serve. Picked up by Scrum. Halbrook setting it up for Kristen Mitchell. Mitchell didn't get a lot on it, and that sometimes works to the other team's advantage. Here is Mitchell now. Halbrook setting it up right back to her, and this time it goes into the net. 20-14. Meath. This one ticks the top of the net and goes over off of the dig by Fortner. And then, oh, what a save by Scrum. Hits a beam, stays alive. Metzger keeps it alive, and now back to Hannah Scrum, setting it up for Mitchell, and Mitchell with a little tap over. Lancers have to come all the way to the other side of the court to play that one. Scrum back in the corner for Halbrooks, for Metzger, and Metzger off of the hand of Katie Trickey. And Collinsville once again back to within 5. That's the third kill in this game for Darcy Metzger. And now she will go back to serve. And another one into the net. Cannot expect to win when you have 5 into the net in the first game. Back to serve Alex Werner for the Lancers. 21-15. Lancers with the lead. Picked up by Metzger in the backcourt. Halbrook sets it up for Mitchell. She had to reach for it, so just barely got it over. There is Scrum trying to poke it back into that corner. Lancers, off of Halbrooks, and then it went a different direction. Metzger tried to go back and get that ball, but she was unsuccessful, and it's 22-15 in favor of the Lancers. Here's Alex Werner serving it up again for Belleville East. Fortner picks it up in the middle. Halbrook sets it up for Scrum, and in the corner. Yep. No. They changed their mind and say it was out of bounds? No, they gave it to Collinsville. Okay. Looks like there was some confusion there with the referee over on the far side and the line judge all the way over on the other end. Here's Fortner to serve. Picked up by the other libero, Shanuel. And a try by Rachel Mitz gets blocked up front. And Collinsville a little closer. Once again, back to within 5. 22-17. Fortner serves it up to Shanuel once again. Moving it along and up front. Here is Augustine with a try. Now Collinsville's turn. Fisher. Yeah! Well-placed ball over there by Kennedy Fisher. Everybody thought she was going to come straight down with one of those kill shots, but she just kind of flung it over to the left. 22-18. Collinsville getting a little closer. Here's Fortner's serve. Again. Oh! That one was out of bounds. So the Lancers 2 points away from picking up this first set victory. And we are going to have another timeout called by Coach Hanger and the Collinsville Kahawks. So we'll step aside for just a moment. Back with more volleyball action after a break here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business. Whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawks trail 23-18 here in this first set. Picked up by Metzger, moved along. Hal Brooks over. Wow. That was an off-balance one-arm shot there by Hill Russell, and she put a lot of juice on that ball for as off-balance as she was. Game point, set point here for the Lancers. Popped up, and I think everybody lost it. That's going to do it for game number 1. 25-18 our score. We take a break in between sets, and Collinsville and the Lancers will switch ends of the floor, and we'll hope that Collinsville can come back and pick up a W here in this next set, which comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Don't forget to stop by the Junior Service Club's booth during Italian Fest. Pick yourself up some toasted ravioli and put your name in the drawing for that basket raffle. Coming up later this month.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, getting ready for game number 2. Lancers won the first game by a score of 25-18. And Collinsville are going to have to try to even this out if they want to send this to a third and deciding set. There's Kylie Shanuel as we switch into the court. Lancers serve it up first. Collinsville trying to set it up. Metzger gets it over, but it's blocked out front by Hannah Meath and Kate Trickey. And right off the bat, the Lancers score the first point. Collinsville got off to a 2-0 lead in that first game. Lancers then rattled off the next 4 points, and they never trailed after taking that 4-2 lead. Here is Fisher. Oh, that's out. Good try. Barely out. Not sure if open for a second it went off of somebody's hand, but it apparently didn't. And this time the Lancers jump out front 2-0. Shanuel serves it up again. Hannah Scrum pops it up for Elise Halbrook. She'll set it up for Darcy Metzger, and Darcy Metzger hit that ball all the way back to the back wall. on the fly. 3-0 in favor of the Lancers. Shanuel. Scrum. Halbrooks. Back to scrum. This time it just barely goes over the net somehow or another. The Lancers keep it alive. And they turn it into another point. And a scrum, I think, dove after that ball when it was heading out of bounds. There's Shanuel, another serve, picked up by Fortner this time. To Halbrooks to Fisher. Fisher off of a couple of fingers up front. And then Belleville barely gets that back over. Here is scrum for Metzger, and her kill shot lands where there wasn't a body. Collinsville picks up their first point and trail by 3. Darcy Metzger, I believe, had 4 kills in that first game. Already 1 here, so she has 5. Collinsville served the ball into the net 5 times, and 1 serve went out of bounds, so that was 6 free points given to the Lancers. Collinsville lost that one by 7. Nice pick up there by Kristen Mitchell to Halbrooks. Little touch by Darcy Metzger. And Collinsville has climbed back to within 2. Kennedy Fisher back to serve it up for the Kahoks. She does, and the Lady Lancers couldn't do anything with that low shot. Collinsville has rattled off the next 3 points after the Lancers picked up the first 4. Fisher. Ready once again. Far side sideline. Moved up front. And Dawson hit that one, but the ball went back instead of forward. The Lancers have a lead of 5-3. Rachel Mitz back to serve it up now for Belleville East. Picked up by scrum, and that one goes over the referee's head, who stands at the net on the little ladder, and he had to duck out of the way of that one. Another serve coming up from Mitz. 6-3, Lancers with the lead, and make that 6-4. And Elise Halbrooks will go back to serve. Halbrooks gets it back to Shanuel, who moves it up front. And now the Lancers have to get it over. They do so. Fortner off the backboard. And Collinsville does a nice job getting it over. It hit the backboard, the basketball backboard that's raised up into the ceiling, but still hit it. Nice volley for a second there. 7-4. Belleville East going for a 2-set sweep. Collinsville trying to force a 3rd set. Here is Kate Trickey with the serve, and Fortner and Scrum ran into each other, both going for the ball, and neither one of them could come up with it. Fortner out, Fisher back in. 8-4. Tricky serves it up again for the Lancers. Picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks saves it on the sideline. Pushed over by Metzger, and Metzger makes it count. 8-5 in favor of the Lancers. Sydney Summer checks into the game for the first time tonight. She'll go back to serve. At least I haven't called her name yet, so it doesn't mean she hasn't participated. I just haven't called her name. Serve. Far side sideline. Moved up front. Back to where it came from, and Augustine got blocked out front by both Hill Russell and Kristen Mitchell. They liked it so much they did it again, and this time it turns into a point. Well, point for the wrong team, though. I thought that was our point. Turns out I was wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Metzger Halbrooks. Scrum. Blocked. Nice tandem team blocking up there by Tyler Butler and Dorothea Mueller. And the Lancers, as they did much of that first game, leading by 5. A couple of times it got up to 7. Collinsville got it back to 5 a couple of times, but couldn't get any closer than that. Now they're down by 6. Timeout called by Coach Hanger once again. So we will step aside, and when we come back, more action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Hannah Meath serves it up, and immediately Darcy Metzger got a hand on it, but it went straight out of bounds. Collinsville in a little trouble here tonight. 12-5. Halbrook sets it up for Mitchell. Mitchell, too many hits. They're only allowed 3. That was 4. 13-6 in favor of the Lancers. Here is Hannah Meath once again. Junior for the Lancers to Fortner. Scrum pushes that over one-handed. Now the Lancers. And Augustine gets it over. Here is a setup from Halbrooks to Kristen Mitchell. That was, Dorothy Mueller. Didn't probably mean to hit that one over. And Collinsville will pick up a point as that one was blocked out of bounds. And the Kahawks scoreboard says 13-6 still. Okay. Lancers blocked. Nice job up front. Kennedy Fisher along with the Renaissance Hill Russell there on that block. Now it's 13-7. Here's Lauren Fortner back to serve. Picked up in the backcourt by Tricky. Moved up front. And Kennedy again. Nice job, Kennedy Fisher. 2 blocks in a row. (13-8). Lauren Fortner. Another serve. Set up over on this side. Lancers get it across. Collinsville's turn to set it up. Here's Hannah Scrum. Blocked. Another nice block by Tyler Butler. And it's 14-8 in favor of the Lancers. And here comes Alex Werner to serve it up for Belleville East. Serve on the way. Metzger picks it up, pops it up. Halbrooks trying to set it up for Scrum. She does so. Blocked out of bounds. Point Collinsville. Need a few more of those. Kahawks once again back to within 5. Katie Dawson back to serve for Collinsville. Fisher, Scrum, and Halbrooks up front. Fortner and Metzger in the middle. Serve just barely made it over the net. Nice pickup by the Lancers. They get it over. Here is Scrum setting it up. Halbrooks will give it right back to Scrum, and Scrum Oh, what a big dig that was there by Kylie Shanuel for Belleville East. Going to try it again. This time Scrum will put a little touch on it, and that falls in for a point. (14-10). Kahawks back to within 4. Katie Dawson ready to serve up another. She does so. Picked up by Shanuel. Moved up front. Now over to this side for Augustine. Picked up by Collinsville. Here's Scrum. This time she touches it instead of slamming it. And that's what paid off last time, but this time the Lancers find the empty spot on the floor. And again, Collinsville trails by 5. Cammie Augustine back to serve it up here for Belleville East. Barely got that one over the net. Fortner picked it up. Halbrooks to Metzger. Scrum, a one-shot kill attempt, and then she does a nice job keeping it alive and then sends it over on the third and final try. Lancers set it up. Over on the far side, West. And Collinsville can't get to that one despite the effort by Scrum. And it's 16-10 in favor of Belleville East. Cammie Augustine ready for another serve. Emma Stouthammer into the game for the first time for Collinsville. Scrum, nicely done. Halbrooks sends it straight up in the air, and Metzger pushes it over. Lancers, their turn. Down the line it goes. 17-10. Collinsville now trailing by 7, and if they want to force this to a third set, they're going to have to go on one heck of a run here. Another one that ticks off the top of the net. Halbrooks to Scrum. Blocked initially, but it stays on the Belleville East side. And the Lancers get it over, and the dig try unsuccessful there by Katie Dawson. And it's 18-10, and another timeout coming our way, so another timeout coming your way as well. We'll take a break, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back here at Collinsville High School. 18-11, Lancers with the lead. Here is a serve by Scrum. Lancers get it back over, and that's down the line and in. That one almost took off the head of Darcy Metzger, and then Hannah Scrum was back there on that back corner. She couldn't come up with it either. 19-11 in favor of the Lancers. Here is Shanuel with a serve. Picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks trying to set it up. Does so for Metzger, and I think Metzger got a little too close to the net. 20-11. Kylie Shanuel, the junior libero for the Lancers, sends it. And a little miscommunication in the back. No one wanted it. No one got it. 21-11. Collinsville in jeopardy of losing back-to-back Southwestern Conference games. Next serve by Shanuel, picked up by Scrum and kind of hit off of her wrist the wrong way, and Collinsville couldn't react fast enough to get to that ball, and Collinsville now trails by 11. Shanuel serving it up again. Nice dig over there by Katie Dawson. Dawson got that one over as well. Far side. Kill shot blocked out front by Fisher and Halbrooks. Fisher gets it over one-handed. And then Rachel Mitz finds the empty spot right in the front corner. And the Lancers just 2 points away from wrapping up a quick 2-set victory. Freshmen lost in 2 sets. JV lost in 2 sets. We were hoping to reverse the trend here, but unless we get some kind of a miracle run, that's not going to happen. Here is Fisher, and there's the beginning of it. That miracle run's got to start somewhere. 23-12. Fisher will go back to serve. Kennedy brings it right into the net. So the Lancers trying to make this a quick night. All they need is one more point. Here is Rachel Mitz back to serve. Picked up by Scrum. Halbrooks setting it up. Back to Scrum, and she couldn't get it over the net. That's going to do it. 25-12 and 25-18. Collinsville loses both, and the Kahok volleyball program gets swept out of the building here on this Thursday evening. Well, that'll bring us into the Chiropractic Works post-game show, brought to you by my good buddy Chris McCluskey, Dr. Chris McCluskey, and his crew at Chiropractic Works, focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Back in just a moment with the post-game wrap-up on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of the problem that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahoks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahoks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahoks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, back at the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Not a good night of volleyball here by Collinsville by any stretch of the imagination at every level. Got swept out. 2-0 freshman lost, 2-0 JV lost, and we just witnessed a 2-0 loss to the Belleville Lancers. 25-18 and 25-12 were the scores in that one. JV lost 25-20 and 25-18, and the freshman ladies lost 25-12 in both of their games. So we'll try to figure things out, and we'll get better as we move along here. It's still an early season, but 2 conference losses in a row, that hurts your chances there trying to go for that conference championship and get yourself in a better position to have a better seeding when playoff time comes around. Of course, that's not until the end of October, beginning of November. So, like I said, we still have some work to do. Next up, the Kahoks will be participating in the Edwardsville High School Tiger Classic, and I believe that I got that information somewhere, and I'll try to post that a little bit later. That'll be going on Friday and Saturday at Edwardsville High School. Our next game will be on the road with the Lady Kahoks. That'll be coming up this coming Tuesday. The 10th of September will be in O'Fallon, and the Lady Panthers play host to your Lady Kahawks. Next up for us, though, will be, of course, tomorrow, the home opener for your football team as they try to shake off that 26-0 loss in week number 1 against Cahokia and return home for the first time this year against Triad. We'll be on the air at about 6:40, and kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. The boys soccer team, they are at O'Fallon and probably just getting underway, so as soon as anyone from the boys soccer team texts me a final result, I will, of course, post that on the Facebook page. Does not look like we're going to have anyone to come up and join us in the post-game show. I can't say as I blame them. Probably not a good night to be in that locker room, and I'm sure no one really wants to talk about it. So we'll just chalk that up to a bad night, and we'll call it a night ourselves. And until tomorrow evening at 6:40 with the Chiropractic Works pregame show, we'll have football on the air. Right after that, kickoff at 7 o'clock. And until then, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone, have a fantastic evening.